Sad. Cha Eun-woo's name is back in the international spotlight after a post went viral claiming that the actor was removed from Shinhan Bank's advertising materials amid an alleged tax issue worth tens of billions of won. The information spread quickly on social media and online forums, sparking concern among fans and sparking a new debate about the impact of legal issues on public figures' reputations. This claim comes at a time when the situation is not yet entirely clear, following previous reports of alleged tax audits dragging Cha Eun-woo's name down. Until now, there has been no official statement from either Fantasio's agency, Shinhan Bank, or Cha Eun-woo directly. From alleged taxes to the impact of advertising contracts previously, the public was shocked by foreign media reports that Cha Eun-woo was in the process of investigation related to alleged taxes with fantastic values. Although the report uses the terms under investigation and alleged, the narrative on social media is growing much wilder. Now the issue has expanded to a more sensitive area: commercial contracts and brand endorsements. In the South Korean entertainment industry, a celebrity's reputation is very closely related to the image of the brand they represent. Therefore, the news that Cha Eun-woo was touted to be removed from a well-known bank's advertisement immediately sparked a huge reaction. But it is important to note, until this news is written, no official announcement from Shinhan Bank, no confirmation of termination of the contract, no written clarification from Fantasio. In other words, the information circulating is still in the area of media claims and third-party uploads. Cha Eun-woo's position in the military. The situation becomes even more complex as Cha Eun-woo is currently serving in the military, which automatically limits direct access to media, ability to clarify issues personally. Quick response to growing rumors. This condition allows the public to rely only on third-party statements, which, unfortunately, are often incomplete or even biased. Many fans considered that spreading claims about advertising contracts amid these conditions was an unfair psychological burden for a person who was performing state duties. Fantasio again chooses silence. As in previous reports, Fantasio again did not provide official comments. This attitude of silence causes two different reactions. Supporters judge silence as the safest legal move. Critics consider silence to open space for speculation. But according to Korean entertainment industry observers, in cases related to taxes and large contracts, any public statements must go through strict legal and financial verification. One wrong sentence can have big implications. Shinhan Bank ethics and reputation. Risk management. In the banking world, reputation is a major asset. Therefore, when the name of the brand ambassador dragged sensitive issues, companies usually review promotional materials, reduce exposure temporarily, waiting for official clarification before acting further. Branding observers say that a reduction in ad visibility does not necessarily mean termination of the contract, but can be a temporary preventive measure. This is what then led to the suspicion that creative changes, if they do happen, are not necessarily final. Aroha reaction between being anxious and staying rational. ROHA's fandom is back in the spotlight due to their relatively organized attitude. Instead of attacking the media or other parties, many fans actually calls for the public to wait for clarification. Remind the importance of not judging, rejecting sensational, unverified narratives. The emotional post, which read, "I know I'm a young man, but I need care and support," became a symbol of empathy for Cha Eun-woo as a human being, not just a public figure. Social media and the dangers of provocative titles. As was the case in the previous news series, this issue again shows how sensational headlines can create one-sided conclusions. Sentences like "removed from ads" are often not mentioning time. Context does not explain the status of the contract, does not include official statements. As a result, it is easy for the public to draw conclusions that the artist has been punished, while the clarification process has not yet been completed. Between fact, conjecture, and public opinion, Cha Eun-woo's case is currently in a gray area between administrative facts, legal allegations, public opinion formed from pieces of information. There has been no verdict, no official statement, and no final result. But the impact has been far-reaching, from reputation to mental health. Lessons learned from Korean celebrity cases. The Korean entertainment industry has a long history of how rumors can destroying reputation before the truth is revealed, mentally suppressing public figures, changing public perception in a matter of hours. Therefore, the call for the media and the public to be more careful in disseminating information is again relevant. Waiting for clarification. The turning point of everything. All of them are now waiting Fantajo official clarification tax authority statement: if required direct explanation from Cha Eun-woo after allowing the clarification will be a turning point, whether this issue will subside or actually develop into a new phase. Behind the curtain, there is a man in the midst of the news frenzy. One thing is often forgotten. Cha Eun-woo is not only a big name, but also a human being who is serving his state duty and facing public pressure, without being able to defend himself directly. This case became a mirror for the public and the media. Will we continue to put forward speed and thrill, or choose to wait for the truth with empathy and common sense? Long-term impact on Cha Eun-woo's career in the South Korean entertainment industry. The issue of taxes, although still a matter of conjecture, is often considered a heavyweight issue, not only because of its face value, but because it concerns the moral image of public figures. Cha Eun-woo has been known to have a clean reputation, intellectual image, and very careful personal branding. Therefore, the issue that is now circulating feels in contrast to the public image that has been built over the years. Industry analysts assess that the long-term impact is not entirely determined by the initial issue, but by clarity of clarification, document transparency, how agencies manage crises. If the clarification will be able to explain the administrative context as a whole, then Cha Eun-woo's career is still considered to have a great chance of fully recovering. Brand endorsements and wait-and-see effect. This case also highlights how big brands tend to take a wait-and-see attitude. In practice, many companies choose withhold ad delivery, not updating promotional materials, avoiding overexposure. This step is often misinterpreted by the public as termination of the contract, but legally this is not necessarily the case. In many previous cases, ads went back on air after the official clarification was released. Branding observers assess that if the allegations against Cha Eun-woo are proven not to violate the law, then the brand's trust can actually return stronger, because he is considered to be able to get through the crisis well. Dispatch's role as a narrative counterweight. Dispatch's presence in the vortex of this issue is again an important element. Unlike sensational content channels, Dispatch tends to display administrative documents, provide legal context, not immediately draw conclusions. This is what made some of the public begin to question the initial narrative that developed on social media. In this case, Dispatch is seen by some netizens as a counterweight amid a flood of speculation. Mental pressure of celebrities in the digital age. Cha Eun-woo's issue also opened up a wider discussion about the mental health of celebrities. In a short time, one rumor canned, changing public perception, threatening professional contracts, creating extreme psychological pressure, especially in the condition of Cha Eun-woo, who is undergoing military service. The pressure cannot be responded to directly. Many consider that this situation shows an imbalance between the power of public opinion and the right of individuals to defend themselves. Public voice. From condemnation to empathy. Interestingly, over time the public vote began to shift. If at first the comments were dominated by suspicion, now more and more netizens are waiting for clarification, rejecting premature judgment narratives, highlighting the importance of media literacy. The supportive post, which said that Cha Eun-woo still needs attention and support, even though he is a grown man, became a symbol that the public began to see the human side behind celebrity figures. Fantajo at the crossroads of strategy. For Fantajo, this situation became a big test. Every step taken, or not taken, will be publicly recorded. The silent strategy chosen to date is evaluated. Legally safe, at risk of public opinion, but industry watchers say timely, fact-based clarification will be key to restoring trust.